Hello everyone, this is Coach Oliver once again. Welcome to day number 3 of the Superbet Chess Classic in Romania. And in this game we will feature Bogdan Deac's game against Richard Rapport. This is the only decisive game in the 5 matches of the day. All right, the local hero from Romania, Bogdan, beating the ever creative Richard Rapport. The Rapport is actually qualified also for the candidates. All right, so that's a big fish to beat by Bogdan. Let's check it out. Rapport was white. Rapport went for d4. Knight into f6, c4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4. We have the Nimzo Indian once again. One of the most popular games in elite chess nowadays, the Nimzo. e3, castles. Knight into e2. White doesn't want to compromise his structure, so he puts his knight on e2 to protect c3 so that he doesn't get a double pawn on c3. c6, an interesting move by black. The main point is that if, let's say, a3, he can move back his bishop to a5 and then c7. Okay, a3, bishop a5. c5 was played here. Okay, previously also Bogdan has this game against Gupta. So d5, they are still in their preparation. Of course, going to take d6, b4, bishop b6. Nakamura played bishop c7 against Wesley in this position and went on to win the game. Okay, but Bogdan went for bishop b6 here. Bishop into b2, high b d7. They are still following. Okay, Bogdan's game against Gupta. Gupta was white actually in that game. Knight g3. Okay, this is Rapport's novelty. In the Gupta's game, Gupta went for g3. Then we have a5 here for black. Then b5, c5, and then bishop to g2. Right. Now let's look at Rapport's novelty with knight g3. Rook into d8, bishop c4, e5. That was the main point of rook d8 to protect his queen on d6 after e5. Let's say takes on e5, and is ready to exchange from d6. Queen to b3. Queen and bishop attacking f7. That's a battery on f7. E takes e4, bishop takes f7. King h8 was played by black here. An interesting variation here would have been king f8. I think this gives black a bit of a chance. Yeah, we have knight ce4, queen goes to e7, hitting the bishop. If the knight protects the bishop on g5, then we can play knight e5 here. Queen king is not safe on e1. The knight is attacking the bishop on f7. Bishop e6, and we can go for d takes e3. Takes, and then knight e5, although it is so complicated with chances for both sides. Safer, of course, king h8. E takes d4, bishop into d4. Castles queenside, Rapport being Rapport. Yeah. With the pin. Knight into e5, counter. Knight into e4, takes on b2, queen takes b2. Rapport sacrifices the exchange. Knight e3, takes. Knight takes f6. Of course, black cannot take the knight. It's going to be checkmate with queen f6. Queen d6, knight defense. All right. Here, white has to be careful. If, let's say, you move back that knight on e4, he has queen f4, hitting that bishop on f7. Double attack on the king, also on c1. So knight h5, threatening mate. On g7, protecting f4. Queen h6 check, f4. This is actually winning for white. but it's very, very complicated. So it's actually not so easy also. It's hard to assess a position like this. Bishop g4, queen e5. Both kings are not safe. This is also a bad king on c1. But white's attack is actually very promising with this knight, bishop, and queen. g7 is weak. a5. Black's only counterplay. He needs to open up lines for his rook, especially the a rook, right? It's better to do something than wait. Okay, here I think white could have tried h3 takes, and knight takes h5. Maybe Rapport was worried about a takes b4, but then again, you can just go for g4, right? If you want creativity, then go for more. And you cannot take this one because now g5 is fine. It's made on g7, lose your queen. So h3 could have been win for Rapport, yeah. Bishop has no better square. He has to take the knight. Okay, if let's say the bishop goes back to d7 and just rook d1, right? I can take this bishop on d7 and then I play knight f5, for example. You take on d4. I can even play rook d6 here, hitting the queen. Yes. Game over. h3, key move. h3, missed. He was too worried about this a5 push. Okay, he took the pawn first, the queen's protecting. Rook to d7, bishop e8. Okay, bishop maybe p3, much better. Keep an eye on d1, keep an eye on g8. It would have been better to retreat over there. And he went for bishop e8. Rook d8, rook e1. But we cannot fault Rapport because black found this amazing defense. The only way to at least equalize king g8. What a resource by black, yeah? Moving the king back to g8. No checks. It's amazing that it's an equal position, yeah. Crazy complicated, but this is what we call dynamic equality. But when you are facing this position on the board, it's there's just too much pressure here. So knight f5, wow. Takes on f5, bishop f7. King takes, queen takes f5. King goes to g8. It's hard to find also moves for white in this position, yeah. Because king g8, the main point of king g8 is now black can take on e8 and king can escape on f7. Yeah. Okay, let's just say I'll show you, let's say h3 here. You have rook takes e8, rook takes e8, rook takes e8, rook takes e8, and the king escapes. All right, nice resource. Okay, it happens all the time. The one with this disadvantageous position always find this only moves. Yeah. And the problem when you are winning also, when you have a better position, it's hard to find the most precise one. Yeah. Black finding only moves to survive here, which is easier than white going for the kill. Yeah. Knight f5 takes, bishop f7 takes. Black is safe. Rook into e7, attacking g7 here. Rook f8, yep. Queen e5, rook f7, defending. Rook e6, hitting the queen, g6, defending. Knight f6. Wow, all force moves. If you go knight to e8, that's king g8 back. Okay, it's actually a draw now if white wants a draw. But Rapport wants more, yeah. He's a fighter. Okay, let's give props to Rapport for fighting. It's nice to see players like this. It's nice to watch games. Win or lose, you fight. Rook to d6, queen h1, king c2, queen g2. Okay, are we seeing a perpetual? Who maybe not. King b2, queen f1, knight h8-7, king g8. It was fours. If you take the knight, we're going to be checkmated. Yep. There's rook h8 or queen h8 mate. King g8 only move, knight into g5, and Rapport blundered. Yeah. He wanted to play for a win, yeah, but here you could just go back to f6. Okay, black is forced to capture, takes, and now we go for queen b5 here. King c1 maybe, king f1, yeah, and queen f1. Sorry, it's a draw, perpetual. Should be good enough, yeah. It's better than losing. But Rapport wants to fight, and that's just a big blunder. Takes, it's hitting the rook on d2. You can not actually take on f7 to protect your queen because queen e takes d2 is a check. Now exchange up for black, and you have bad pawns. King d6 takes, king h8. The rest is just a matter of technique. Rook f3, rook takes, knight e4, rook h3, right, cutting off the line of the king. Rook g3. Now we going for the ladder checkmate. Yeah. Rook g2, rook h1, king g6, rook g2 check, king a1, rook a3 check first, king b1, and then rook d3, threatening mate on d1. Double attack on the knight. If you go for knight c2, rook d check. King b2, rook d2. Lose your knight on c2 and lose the game. So that was it. Okay, that was a crazy game. It could have been a win also for Rapport. It was anybody's game, but that king g8 resource was just an amazing find by Bogdan. Okay, it was an only move. He was fighting for survival. So in that case, it was easier for black than for white. Okay, so sorry loss for Richard Rapport, but it's part of the game. You win some, you lose some. That's chess, that's life. All right, that was it. Thank you for watching, and thank you again for supporting our channel, TriSmash Chess and TriSmash Entertainment on Facebook and YouTube. This is Coach Oliver. Stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.